166 in the World Series clash at the SCG, but they'll need to do it on a pitch that isn't big on bounce or runs. Dean Jones top scored with 54, but Australia is defending a total of less than 200. Tony Jones reports.
After the run spree in Brisbane on the weekend, it became clear the Aussies would be struggling to make anywhere near 300 on the uneven Sydney wicket, and Akram made sure Moody wasn't around long to attempt it.
Bowl him!
Defying wicket and bowler, Dean Jones lifted the run rate.
Jarvid, and he can't cut it off.
Taylor tried to do likewise until he fell to Imran and the Australians were 2 for 69.
And knocks off stump right out of the ground.
Jones was proving a problem for the Pakistan attack, but a combination of aggression and patience gave the Victorian a half-century.
And 50 for Jones.
But Jones became a little over-ambitious with his running and paid the price when Ejaz claimed his wicket with a simple run-out.
And this time the running didn't work.
O'Donnell replaced his state teammate at the crease and joined him soon after, back in the room.
Change of pace.
At 4 for 123, the Aussies weren't exactly in trouble, but when War went in the next over, things were starting to go Pakistan's way.
Because he doesn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
Skipper Alan Border, suffering from a stomach upset, tried to boost the total in the final over.
Oh, he's gone this time, surely. Yes, that's the end of Alan Border.
Border's dismissal brought Craig McDermott to the crease. He was out first ball, but there's plenty of work for him to do tonight. Tony Jones, National 9 News.
An underprepared pitch, a legacy of Sydney's soaking in recent days, has restricted Australia to 8 for 165 in the day-night match against Pakistan. Dean Jones, Mark Taylor, Steve Waugh and Alan Border struggled with the ball keeping low and a very slow outfield making boundaries rare. Pakistan's target is 166, but it will be a difficult task.
On a dead SCG pitch, Pakistan sent the Aussies in hoping for an early breakthrough. It came in the 5th over with the total on 8.
Bowl him!
On a heavy ground and in difficult conditions, Taylor and Jones set about pushing the score along. Boundaries were scarce, but neither could resist the challenge.
I've seen Dean Jones play that quite deliberately when there's no slip there.
Jones in particular went on the attack. He took risks and at times showed total contempt for the Pakistani bowlers.
What an unusual shot, Dad. He's walking down the shot, arrogance personified. He chipped that one over the infield.
When Taylor tried the same, he wasn't so lucky.
And knocks off stump right out of the ground.
Jones continued to dominate, but as he passed his 50, he became a little too cocky. Run out for 54. O'Donnell, not so grand, out for 3. Waugh managed 28 during his stay at the crease. And in the dying overs, Healy was out for 11. Border made 22 before being run out. And McDermott followed in his captain's footsteps to leave Pakistan a chase of 166 runs for victory on a difficult batting strip.
No trouble for Terry Alderman to bowl in this style. It's his natural way of bowling. Score for Pakistan. McDermott was the wicket taker. 27 from 30 balls. I can tell you, on this pitch, that is a very, very good strike rate. And this is the way it happened.
He'd taken 1-6 of 1-4 off Craig McDermott, but he just played across that one, lifted the head, and it was a wicket that Australia desperately needed because Anwar looked like absolutely blitzing this pair of opening bowlers. To any of the batsmen out there, and if they continue to bowl straight at the stumps, they're going to go a long way to winning this game.
Cricket coaching videos. The Commonwealth Bank will be distributing 2,500 of them free to secondary schools Australia-wide.
The 18th over, 3 for 43, and Shoaib batted for 57 deliveries.
Crease, his side in a bit of trouble at 3 for 43.
Well, O'Donnell, little subtleties of pace, combined with some very straight bowling, have brought about that wicket. The finish, if you bowl straight enough, well enough, for long enough, you're going to get wickets. And on this wicket, more than anything, you bowl at the stumps. Batsman's got to try and eventually hit across the line. That's exactly what he did. Didn't catch it well. It was a shot of a batsman not in form.
And now we've got the two best players for Pakistan in the crease, Javed, me and Dad. And
Javed out for 29, Pakistan 4 for 102.
6-year-old Salim Malik is the next man in. A very experienced player, 107 matches and a career average of 33. He could use 33 here tonight. And his team could use it. Peter Taylor will continue from the Paddington end.
Well, most of us would have spent a lifetime at school trying to come to grips with trigonometry, geometry, angles, and that's what really bowling is all about. Ecstasy in the Australian camp. The off spinner picks up yet another vital wicket. Pakistan in a fair degree of strife at 5 for 111. Salim Malik out for a duck, caught border, bowled Taylor.
Skipper Alan Border to take up commentary now. It'll be Richie Beno and Ian Chappell.
Thanks, Rod. Wasim Akram, the non-striker, bowled quite beautifully on a different style. Caught by Border off Peter Taylor. Salim Malik, the man dismissed. He's the only duck in the Pakistan side so far.
Or, as Dizzy Dean, the former American baseball pitcher, the commentator said, it's nothing to nothing and nobody's winning.
Well, this is at the Sydney Cricket Ground. A super match. So delivery and full credit to the players. It's been a difficult pitch. Very hard for batting. But they've made this a very exciting and hard-fought contest.
I just hope some of the younger players, younger batsmen in both teams, have a look at the way that Dean Jones batted, have a look at the way that Imran Khan's batted, because you can learn a lot as a young player from watching the way they've gone about gathering their runs on this very slow wicket.
3 runs for victory for Pakistan. And not going over the top. It's not over yet. 10 balls to go.
You want to back Australia?
In the finals, yes. Not tonight. That's the situation at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Well, you'd think that if Pakistan do win this, when they win this, that they will then get through to the finals.
Thursday game is going to be a vital one. They won't have
Of course, it's going to be very vital, but they're just starting to play a bit better.
And there it is. It's down the ground. It's going over long off. It's a big hit. It's 4, and a great hit by the Pakistan captain. Healy runs across. Congratulations all round. One of the world's best all-rounders in superb batting form, Imran Khan. A wonderful performance, and young, the heir apparent behind there, Wasim Akram. He's a happy young man and smiles for Imran Khan. It's been a tough summer for him. Congratulations from Peter Taylor. This match played in tremendous spirit in front of a big crowd, and a well-deserved win for Pakistan.
Simon O'Donnell 2 for 32. Carl Rackman none for 24. Peter Taylor, good effort from him. 9 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 26. I still think that he may be better to bowl in test matches in his limited over style, just with little subtle variations. I thought he bowled pretty well out there today. He had a nice loop going, and he posed problems for the batsman, Alan Border. 4 overs, no maiden, no wicket.
And he's bowling. Well bowled, Craig McDermott. He'd been hit for 6 earlier by the young man, but he's got his revenge with a very good in-swinger.
Revenge is sweet. Can't consistently be successful with that bigger backlift.
And Alan Border wanted.
Batting is not easy. When they stay down a little bit, and unless you play straight, that is always going to be a big possibility.
He's gone for it and he's out. That always happens. Occupies the crease for ages and ages and then tries to hit the ball out of the ground. Disappointing performance by Shoaib really.
Yeah, Shoaib really should have been trying to give the strike to Javed Miandad instead of trying to hit his way out. And here, frustration getting him out in the finish.
Well, he's a long, long way down the wicket and he's been given out. Batting a yard out of his crease, going forward. And umpire Terry Prue has said, "That's out, son." And Javed has said, "Well, if you'd had a look where I was batting out of my wicket, you might not have given that decision, umpire Prue." Bowling the last ball of his 7th over, Alan Border takes the catch at a short mid-wicket, and Australia right in this game. It's going to be tight.
He's outside off stump, a lot of bottom hand. He has naught against his name on the scoreboard. He leaves the SCG with a duck against his name.
Moment, Australia on 10. Pakistan and Sri Lanka have each played 5 matches, and Pakistan have gone ahead now to 4 points to Sri Lanka's 2. Australia still ahead on the run rate.
Only when Wasim started playing a few shots. I mean, Javed and I were together, we felt we had a chance. But once Javed and Salim got out, it was only when Wasim got himself in that I felt we had a chance.
And what about the opening batting position? Shoaib and Saeed Anwar, are you going to persevere with that? You've had problems right through.
Well, Saeed Anwar is extremely entertaining to watch. He gives us heart attacks. We never know when he's going to do what. But the thing is, he's got immense talent, and we hope that, you know, he'll just keep learning. And if he gives us good starts, it makes it easier for the lower order.
Well, you made 3 changes coming into today's match. What about when you go to Hobart? A bit early?
I'm not sure. I'm going to have a look at the wicket. The thing is, we are also experimenting at the moment. The Ramiz being out of form has thrown our batting.
And I was always confident that, you know, if we'd got up round sort of 170, 180, it was a sort of difficult target to get. As Imran said, when Wasim joined him, that was the turning point. So we had our chance with a run-out opportunity, but just wasn't to be.
You experimented just a little bit with your own batting order. Any thoughts behind that?
Well, I was suffering from a bit of nausea, so I wasn't feeling too well, and just went in towards the end, just a bit of a token gesture, because we've sort of lost a bit of momentum. But yeah, no problems, just giving the other guys a bit more of a decent hit, but very difficult track to bat on.
We got Boone, Marsh and Hughes out injured. You have a rest before you go to Adelaide. It's a pretty comfortable position to be in, and of course you're through to the finals.
Well, that's the comforting thought. We are through the finals. We don't like losing. We want to keep the momentum going. But, you know, Pakistan really played it well tonight, and they deserve to win. And with those 3 players obviously becoming available shortly, you know, everything's looking pretty good.
And I suppose from Australian cricket's point of view, Craig McDermott back in the international lineup?
Yeah, well, I suppose it wasn't a sort of great return, but you know, I think he's got a lot to offer Australian cricket in the future, and just got back in there today, just got the feel of things, and hopefully he'll have a better game.